Hey kids, it's me, Dad. We are going to take a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection. Or if you want to get all British about it, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. No, sorry. For those born after 2000, I don't know if I have anybody watching that qualifies for that. Apparently, the British broadcast system had an issue with the word ninja. So it was Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. They didn't change anything else about them. They just didn't say ninja. This was all part of the old video nasties censoring and all of that stuff. So, what is this? This is cashing in on our desire to revisit the old Ninja Turtle games from all of the different systems back in the day. Okay, so there's not a lot of options here. Clearly, I want English. There is this cool Turtles layer that allows you to take a look at boxes and manuals and all kinds of groovy stuff. Ads and catalogs. You got the comic book covers. Not so much the comic books. So, yeah, you can just look at the book covers. And, yeah, I mean, this is a very neat addition to that collection. You can look at the stills from the various animated shows, behind the scenes. I mean, this is going into like some of the animation and art style sheets and how they're supposed to be drawn, which is awesome. For like the NES, they've got concept art and everything. So, yeah, this is exactly how you build like a special addition to this type of compilation. There's online as well as local play. We'll just go local play here. Here is the Tmnt for the arcade. This is Turtles in Time for the arcade. Then we get to Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter, which is kind of them trying to cash in on a Street Fighter style game. The Hyperstone Heist for the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis. But, I mean, there is an awful lot here. This is the, just a second. I know I was playing the Hyperstone Heist. I was able to play Turtles in Time, but for the NES. Where the hell are all my games? There we go. Games. Sorry. That was multiplayer games. Okay. So, here's the arcade again. The arcade for Turtles in Time. This is the Snes Turtles in Time. Again, the Tournament Fighter. Hyperstone Heist for the Genesis. The Tournament Fighter for the Genesis. This is the original Turtles game for the NES that everybody absolutely loathes. Quite possibly one of the most difficult games I've ever played. And then here's the arcade game. Then they came out with the Manhattan Project. There's actually a Tournament Fighters for the NES that just isn't as good. Then you can play the Game Boy games. I mean, look at that. Game Boy games. So, you might be sitting there going, okay, this is awesome. This is great. There is so many games here. Until you realize that, on the most part, the games, especially for the home consoles, were not that good. But let's give you some vital stats here. It is $39.99. You can pick it up as a physical edition. Yeah. But there's a total of 13 classic games. And maybe, just maybe, classic is code for crappy. There are some great games in this. But there's also some utter shite. So, that was just released on August 30th. 1 to 4 players, local wireless 2 to 4, online 1 to 4. It's an action arcade fighting platformer from Konami. It's rated T. Not for terrible, for teen. Even though teens are terrible. Supports all the major ways of playing, TV mode, tabletop, handheld. It is English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, and Spanish. So if you are a native Russian speaker, you are out of luck. So here we go. Yeah, it's, you can hear me punching away here at the controller. And it's just, yeah, it's a beat 'em up. Actually, on the most part, all of them are beat 'em ups, except for the fighting game, which is, of course, a fighting game. But, yeah, I mean, this, it's on par with many of the beat 'em ups that you would have gotten on the NES at the time. Altogether, though, I think you kind of have to be a Turtles fan to like this. Graphically, it's true to form. If I do that, I can even go here. There are more in-game controls. You can turn on filters, turn off the border, or leave it on, and then adjust the screen size. Now, one of the things I don't like, though, is when you do full screen, it basically just zooms in and doesn't adjust the size of the border. So, you lose parts of the border there, and it just kind of looks tacky. I shouldn't play off of my computer screen. Batter up. Come on! Hit that bastard. So, let's... Oh, yeah, you can go the widescreen, which I would not recommend doing. That's some stretched out, pixelated garbage. So, let's, there we go. Go back to original. Uh, but yeah, graphically, it's hit or miss. The arcade games are actually very well realized, and there's some beautiful pixel art there, and games of its time. And then there's just some garbage graphics that were limitations of the systems that they're on. But I mean, these Foot Clan members, they're reasonably. The sprites are nice and big, detailed enough. You can kind of tell who it's supposed to be, although it makes it look like he's got very, very monstrous orange eyebrows. Look at that. That's just something special. Key West. Time to go see my old boss. Oh. Yeah. What I don't like about this specific game, lots of signs. Hey, which way is the beach? It's that way. No, oh, God, I got flattened. That was horrific. The turtles were just an utter craze. I mean, heck, it was to the point where when I was in college, I remember taking a date to see the original Turtles movie live action. Needless to say, that relationship didn't last. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. A little bit of recording difficulties. As you can see, we are playing a different game. This is the arcade version of Turtles in Time. And you will see it's so much faster, the graphics are better, the sound is better, everything. I, of course, am just getting my butt handed to me because I cannot talk and beat the Foot Clan into a pulp at the same time. I absolutely positively hate these robots. There we go. And I know you're probably sitting there asking, which robots are you talking about? The Foot Clan or the boxing one? Both. I love the voices on the arcade almost seem like they are straight from the cartoon, which is awesome. There's so much about the arcade game that is just perfect, and they've emulated it. They've built it perfectly for what they were going for, and that's really the key to this whole thing. All of the systems, I just cannot beat this guy tonight. Okay, so we're going to quit that, go into another one, so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's go over to the Game Boy. But, I mean, yeah, graphically, 19. Sound, 19. It is true to form for each of the systems. Controls, that's where some of the life improvements have come up. And so on the controls, they are tight, they are responsive, they are perfect for beat 'em ups and even fighters, even though the Tournament Fighter isn't exactly my favorite fighting game. So controls are 20. That's going to bring us up to, we were at 38, now we're at 58. So unless gameplay scores an 11, we're going to avoid that number. And what I can honestly tell you, we must save April. Like, look at these graphics on the Game Boy. I mean, yeah, they're not as sharp as what you would normally have seen. And you can go in here and you can even turn on, yep, LCD filter. There we go. So you get the little boxes. So this is what the Game Boy would have looked like. Which is still really good. Okay. So, gameplay. I mean, yeah. This is what we had to deal with as a handheld. I wish I could say when I was growing up, but that's not true. It would have been in college. But, I mean, these are nice big sprites. Simplified controls. Just because of the handheld nature. But, I mean, the theme music's there. So, yeah, what do I think of the gameplay? It does vary from game to game. Some games are good. Turtles in Time, all-time classic. The Arcade, all-time classic. Even the Tournament Fighter, while it's not my favorite fighting game, I have some very fond memories of. But then you get the original NES Turtles game, where gameplay is suffering horribly. And oh, I'm dying because I keep on accidentally hitting pizza. Right. Also happens to be like the size of the turtle, but hey. So what I can honestly tell you is, so we were at 59, we added 17. That takes us to 77. Oh. So, yeah, we're at 79. So let's talk overall value. Now, I like the $40 price point on this. I mean, yeah, you get 13 games, but like a lot of those knockoff consoles, you have multiple versions of the same game. Like 3 versions of Tournament Fighter. Multiple versions of Turtles in Time. Oh, jeez, that's... Leonardo was captured. So, it's not really 13, but there are 13 varieties of games. Follow the Foot Clan style. God. Okay, so here we go. Again, I'm not sure what the hell happened. I just stopped recording. I must be tapping something on my pad. But yeah, overall, I mean, this looks just like a Sega Genesis game. There's no doubt about it. They have faithfully recreated the Genesis look and sound. So yeah, if I were to talk overall value on this at $40, you know what? It's not 60. There are 13 games, even though that is a debatable number because of how many duplicates there are. Oh, yeah, this sounds like a Genesis title. Okay. I'm going to go with a value of 17. Giving it a overall score of 94. Which, trust me, that... I'm not overinflating it or anything like that. Yes, there is nostalgia for these games. But, boy, I mean, night and day difference from what the NES had. This is closer like Turtles in Time for the Snes is amazing. This is right up there. Smooth, fast graphics. It's clear. It's got that Genesis rock sound to it. There's nothing not to like here. So yeah, the Cowabunga edition. Go out there, spend $40. Buy it. I haven't tried the online, but something tells me that it's okay. So if I hit that, that'll start. Yeah. Goodbye. What I haven't been able to do here, though, is I don't think I can throw them towards the screen. That's always a favorite. But yeah, I mean, this is just a great collection of beat-em-up games. I mean, there is some variety, and yeah, the NES game is more of a platformer. But the true joy of the Ninja Turtles games were just solid beat-em-up mechanics, and they have translated that well. And I can't speak high enough praise. I wish more collections were like this. Solid add-ons, solid gameplay, solid replication of the consoles. I mean, this really is just maybe the best compilation I have seen on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it is available for other systems too, but why would you buy it for the Xbox when you want to be able to do this portably? Huh? That's my question. Now, I will say, if you get it digitally, it does set your memory card back 2.6 gigs. So, just go on ahead. Pick up the physical. Live a little old school cartridge fun. We'll talk to you guys later. Have yourselves a good weekend. I am going to be smashing Shell. Hey, is it just me, or are you excited to see me, or is that a fire hydrant in your pants? Oh no, that was just me. It does look like all of them are getting just crotch-shotted. I mean, just a second. I mean, seriously. It looks like I hit the guy on the nads. I wish I could remember moves. Oh well. Have yourself a good weekend. Bye-bye. That's it for today. Thank you. Remember, like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment. All that stuff is good for the YouTube algorithm.